v.h.s.x? What do you mean?
All right, everybody. I wanted to jump in for a little fun video today because Hens is going to be ranking different killer mains based on how based that they are. So I wanted to go ahead and go through a few of my mains. If you're actually familiar with the channel, you know I have a couple of P100 killers, with different, like, differing sort of like licenses, I guess you could say, but I'm a big fan of a lot of the horror licenses in the game, so you can probably imagine that it'd be very, very varied, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I went ahead and went forward to see if he talks about Freddy, because Freddy is one of my P100 killers. I'm curious to see what that is first.
I love rushing him, and everyone will play.
So let's try to see if we can find him. There we go.
All right, next up, Freddy. Wow. I think Freddy's middle of the pack. There's nothing wrong with maining him. He's high APM. Once again, I don't think he's easy to play. I feel like he's very underrated how hard he is to play, with managing both the pallets and the snares to the highest level. And if you manage to do that both, and you do that really well, then I think you have a very, very decent killer at your hand. It's a good killer. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Damn, so we're just mid. We're not even super based, or well, I guess it's better than being under based, or whatever you want to call it. at least we're somewhat based, because we actually have Freddy P100. I consider myself a Freddy main, B tier. It's not too bad. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. That's great. I'll take it. All right, so we moved a little bit forward to see what the other character I main, which, as you guys know,
do some cool stuff, like the cool shots on Blake over the walls, and like with the S key you can hit right over walls. You know what? That's respectable. I'm gonna give Blake a B.
Ghostface is next, so I wanted to see Ghostface,
that one. Guys, I love my boy. If you okay, I'm gonna give it high A. I think Ghostface doesn't quite make the S tier.
What?
There's some things with Ghostface that are not that cool, but overall my boy's pretty weak. I think you have to be a tactical mastermind to make him work in today's game with pallet density. There's so many pallets, and yeah, I think that's totally respectable. If you still main Ghostface, you're probably a big brain. I respect you a lot personally, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna get some buffs soon.
You heard it here, folks. Hens is completely glazed us as a Ghostface enjoyer, literally being the definitive Ghostface main of Dead by Daylight. It makes sense, to finally be crowned the based label from Hens himself. As you heard, we have a gigantic brain. You know what I mean? We have a gigantic brain. We're super based. Not as based as Bubba though, which is crazy work. I am personally offended by that. It's wild work that we were not given the based label, but here we are. You know what I mean? We at least managed to make it to A tier in the eyes of Hens. We were very close. I think we were extremely at the edge of reaching the S tier of the most based, hardest killer main alive, unfortunately. But let's see who's next on our P100s. All right, we got Pyramid Head is next. I have a P100 Pyramid Head.
Oh, yeah, nah. To be honest, nah. Don't feel the Pyramid Head. I'll be honest.
Damn, we're cooked. We're not even close to even midway based as a Pyramid Head enjoyer. This is pain. This is pain incarnate. This is ridiculous. I am not happy with this. we got C tier. No, we're cooked.
A lot of the times the Pyramid Head, they do tend to play very, very one-dimensional, with going for the cage and then tunneling the survivor out, and like playing as efficient as possible. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just on a base scale, you're gonna lose. I'm so sorry.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked. What am I gonna do? He said we're not based as Pyramid Head enjoyers.
And next up, Blight.
No, we will never recover, but at least we have points from the Ghostface enjoyers metric, so we aren't losing too much aura off of that, and we still have the additional Freddy main enjoyer also keeping us afloat. But getting Pyramid Head in the C tier is crazy work.
But so
All right, so
do all the
far
other
we
killers here, let's be
moved
real,
up.
so
Let's see
that's
what's
totally fine.
next. Chucky's up
Chucky.
next.
Ooh, thick and thin. I mean, Chucky has gone through a lot. If you're out there and you still main Chucky, I kinda like you, to be honest.
And he kind of likes us. Yeah, you heard it here. Hens kind of likes us. We're up there, boys. We're up there. We this is great. We're at least able to kind of level out the low based aura from Pyramid Head Enjoyer, and then we're at least on the high scale with the Ghostface Enjoyers, and then we're right in the middle with Freddy. So Chucky might be able to level the scales out so we become Omega based.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you a high B. I'm gonna give you a high B for sticking through with your killer through all the thick and thin.
Let's
There's
go!
some cool stuff you can do with Chucky, no question about it. But yeah.
Let's go. Would you look at that, man? If we take a look at my current P100 mains right now, so obviously Ghostface was the first one. Next, I think it was Freddy was the next one I got. Pyramid Head was, I believe, the second or third. I get these two mixed up. And the fourth one was Chucky. And then I'm working on Myers. So like I'm at P85 Myers. So technically I main Myers, which gives me an additional A rank. For A is for Aura, as we know. So Aura, plus right here. We got Ghostface and Myers in the same category, along with the Chucky and Freddy and the B. So we're pretty much as base as we could get right now. We still weren't able to make S, but we were very close. I would say that we did quite well. I think we're quite based according to Hens, which is great for the unemployed and parasocial people around here. It's all jokes, by the way. I know some people are taking it a little bit too far, but it's all jokes, all right? It's all jokes. Now, technically, if we really want to stretch it even further, we could also... I have been learning Spirit, so maybe we can add that in there, but not really. Technically. Hillbilly, I will say, there was a bit of... I'm surprised it's like mid-base. I feel like people love Billy, so I'm surprised that Hens is putting Billy in the center for, like, not really as base as they could be, which is very strange. I'm not gonna lie. Really unexpected. I'm not really I'm actually I guess not is not the right word. I'm quite surprised rather that is the case. So that is interesting. Now, you know what also I will say is interesting? Why I'm surprised Pig isn't based. Like Pig is one of like the weakest killers in the game. Like I'm surprised. Surprised that people are like, yo, based Pig, like Pig is bad, like, you know, you're based. But then again, Ghostface is like objectively worse. So I guess you're more base for playing the weaker killer. Now, if you're a member on this channel, you may or may not have seen my Slinger montage thing that I made like a long time ago, around when Stranger Eddie dropped. And technically speaking, I did main Slinger, so we have some residual aura from that as well. So technically speaking, we're still Omega based, according to Hens. But let me know your guys' thoughts, of course, in the comment section of what you think of this video. And if you want to really support the channel, you can go ahead and hit the like and sub button, leave a comment, of course, or become a member on either the Patreon or YouTube. You can even sub on the Twitch, so you can have your name right off at the end of every video. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's go ahead and read off our members from Patreon: Pro King 101, YouTube members: Cargan Falcon, Evil Blade, Cap Courteous, WTF You're Not JLo, Evil Peach, Cozy Bozy, Theo Endire, Dole Whip, Noxus, Zero Mocker, Jack, Christian, and Crow Vader. And for the Twitch, we have Final Girl Bunny, Leona Art, Zazabu, Evil Blade, Danica, Pro Vader, Cake is a Road, Zeneron, Ginsburg, Mr. Morik, Kevin, Zero Mocker, Ashai Boo, and Gryffindor. Appreciate you guys supporting. Really means a lot. If you want to become a member, you can go ahead and join through Patreon or YouTube members, or even sub on Twitch. See you guys in the next one.